Okay, so we've all played around with AI assistants, right? You open a tab, you ask it a question, you get a pretty amazing answer. But what if your AI could do more than just answer you? What if it could actually work for you, even when you're not around? That's the huge shift we're going to dig into today. Seriously, think about how you use tools like ChatGPT or Claude right now. You go to their website, you type in a command, and then you close the tab. The conversation's over. That AI is incredibly powerful, but it's totally passive. It can't check on something for you overnight or ping you when something important comes up. It just sits there, waiting for you to come back. This really breaks it down perfectly. On one side, you've got what I'd call the AI as a library. It's a place you visit, you get the information you need, and then you leave. It forgets you the second you're gone. But on the other side, you have the proactive assistant. This isn't a place you visit, it's a teammate that works for you 24/7 in the background. And the biggest difference? It runs on your server and it remembers everything. That's a fundamental change. And this is where it gets really, really exciting. We're talking about a move away from a simple tool you use to a genuine teammate that works with you. And that is the whole promise behind a project called OpenClaw. So what exactly is OpenClaw? Well, it's an open source AI assistant that you host yourself. It hooks into all the powerful AI models we already know, like Claude or GPT, but it runs constantly on your terms. Now, you might have heard of it before under its old names, ClaudeBot or Moltbot, but it's all the same incredible project. So why is this such a big deal? Well, first off, it's always on. Because it's running on a cloud server, it never sleeps. It can be sorting your inbox at 3 a.m. while your laptop is completely off. Second, and this is a big one, it's always yours. You own all the data, all the memory, all the rules. It lives on your server, not some giant tech companies. And finally, because of that, it's always learning. It builds this deep, continuous understanding of you and your work over weeks, months, even years. Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but what does this actually look like in the real world? I mean, what can a tireless AI assistant really do for you? Let's check out a few examples. Here's a classic one. You set this up once, and it just works. Every single morning, without you having to do anything. It's checking your calendar, scanning for urgent emails, pulling the local weather, and dropping a nice summary right on your phone. This is proactive automation at its best. All right, now let's kick it up a notch. This isn't just about fetching information anymore. This is about taking action. With one simple sentence, it can go into your calendar, move the appointment, and then jump over to your email to draft and send a message on your behalf. It actually understands the context and can perform these multi-step tasks across completely different apps. And this is where things get truly mind-bending. People are literally giving their AI agents a budget and a goal, like make money, and the agent just goes. It goes out, it finds a business opportunity, it spins up a website, markets a product, and actually starts generating revenue. We're going way beyond just personal productivity here. We're talking about autonomous business agents. It's a whole new frontier. Okay, so I know what you're probably thinking. This has got to be incredibly complex, right? But honestly, the way it's all put together is surprisingly simple. Let's just quickly break down how OpenClaw actually works under the hood. It really just boils down to these three parts. First, you need a home for your AI that's a small, cheap cloud server, a VPS, that keeps it running 24/7. Second, you give it a brain by plugging in an API key from an AI provider like Claude or OpenAI. And finally, you give it senses by connecting it to your apps so it can actually see your data and do things for you. So how does it connect to all those services? It's done through things called skills. Just think of them as plugins or apps for your AI. A Google Calendar skill, for example, teaches your AI how to read your appointments and create new ones. Every single skill you add just gives it another powerful new ability. And the best part? There's this huge library of skills that people in the community have already built. You can connect it to your entire Google Workspace, you can automate your WordPress blog, you can have it control your smart home devices, or even set up custom agents to just research topics for you all day. The possibilities are, well, pretty much endless. So, as you can see, this technology just unlocks a totally new way of working with AI. It's not about asking questions anymore. It's really about building a true digital partner. And that, right there, is the absolute core of it. We are moving away from AI as a destination, a website you visit, and we're moving toward AI as a constant companion, a teammate that's always on, always learning, and always working in the background to make your life easier. So I'll just leave you with this one final question. Forget about just answering trivia. If you really had a dedicated, intelligent assistant that never sleeps and was connected to all of your tools, what would be the very first thing you'd tell it to do?